Welcome to another episode of Leadership Talk. Today we are diving into one of the most ambitious career goals out there. We are talking about climbing the corporate ladder, from middle management to executive suite. If you are aiming for that coveted executive role, this episode is for you. Making the leap from middle management to the executive suite is no small feat. It requires a combination of strategic thinking, leadership skills, and sometimes a bit of luck. But do not worry, today we are going to do a deep dive and break down the transition journey into actionable steps you can start implementing right away. Let us get started. If you are a middle manager with your sights set on the executive suite, you are not alone. The road to executive leadership roles can be a difficult climb, even for the most seasoned leaders. Many talented professionals aspire to climb the corporate ladder, but making the leap from middle management to executive leadership requires more than just ambition. It demands a shift in mindset, the acquisition of new skills, and the ability to navigate complex organizational dynamics. Senior executives often share that the challenges compound the closer you get to the top of the organizational hierarchy. The journey also involves continuous learning and having a record of success across a variety of increasingly senior positions. If you are not consciously monitoring your career progression, it is easy to get sidelined, lose your focus, become discouraged with your career goals, or worse, hurt your leadership brand and reputation. While there is no way to guarantee exclusive success, there are ways to increase your odds if you aspire to hold an executive or C-suite role. But first, let me share with you the top 10 reasons middle managers are often overlooked for executive roles. Reason 1. Inability to think strategically and engage in long-term visioning. Reason 2. Lacking leadership versatility. Reason 3. Poor influence and negotiating skills. Reason 4. Inability to decipher business complexity and make tough decisions. Reason 5. Lacking cross-functional expertise or having limited knowledge of the company and industry. Reason 6. Limited or no experience leading large-scale change initiatives. Reason 7. Limited or no people skills, especially the inability to inspire and engage others. Reason 8. Poor communication skills. Reason 9. Inability to navigate the organization's political dynamics. And finally, Reason 10. Weak relationships and support structure within the organization. How do you rate yourself on the 10 reasons? Are there areas that require your attention? Now, let us explore 3 key challenges and how you can overcome them to unlock your executive leadership potential. Challenge 1. The ability to think strategically versus only operationally. As a middle manager, you have honed your skills in managing day-to-day operations and meeting short-term goals. However, executive roles require strategic thinking and long-term vision. If you are going to excel in executive leadership, you need to develop strategic thinking skills alongside your operational expertise. Let me share 2 insights to help you make this shift. Insight 1. Focus on building 3 important skills. The first skill set is seeing the bigger picture. Work on broadening your understanding of your company's goals, industry trends, as well as the competitor landscape. You can do this by identifying opportunities to participate in strategic planning sessions, shadowing senior leaders, and attending industry conferences. The second skill set is data analysis and interpretation. Equip yourself with data analysis skills. Get really good at translating complex information into actionable insights for strategic decision-making. This skill set enhances your ability to communicate insights effectively using impactful data visualization tools. The third skill set is scenario planning. Practice thinking ahead about potential challenges and opportunities. This skill set allows you to develop a wider perspective and create contingency plans for unforeseen circumstances. Let us now move on to Insight 2. Adopting 3 mindset shifts. The first mindset shift is focusing on the why behind the what. This is where you move beyond completing tasks for the purpose of just getting them done and to consciously dive into the full reason and impact of your team's work. You need to ensure everyone understands the reasons why the work needs to be done, why it has to be done in the way that you are requiring it, and why it has to be done in the time frame you are specifying. The second mindset shift is thinking longer term. Make it a habit to consider the long-term implications of all decisions, both yours and others, as well as the potential consequences of current actions on future goals. The third mindset shift is thinking outside the silo. This means that you need to get really skilled in understanding how different departments interconnect. You can achieve this by always looking for opportunities to encourage collaboration across teams, departments, and regions so that you are getting a holistic view of the organization. To summarize Challenge 1, say the word executive, and one of the first images that comes to mind is a person who discusses strategy. Seeing the bigger picture, knowing how to translate complex information into easy-to-understand concepts, and getting really good at anticipating challenges and building contingency plans will certainly get you on the discussion radar in succession planning talks or when openings in the executive suite become available. Let us move on to Challenge 2. Leadership style, influence, and stakeholder management. Leadership styles, influence tactics, and stakeholder management approach differ between mid-level managers and executive leaders. Leading a team effectively at the executive level involves a nuanced approach to influence, buy-in, and motivation. Here is a breakdown of 4 key differences you need to pay attention to. Difference 1. Focus. As a mid-level manager, your primary focus is on translating broad strategic goals into actionable plans, followed by the successful execution of those plans. As an executive leader, your primary focus is on strategy and vision, setting the overall direction for the company and making high-level decisions that have a much broader impact. Difference 2. Influence. As a mid-level manager, your influence is primarily vertical, where you are focused on coaching, delegating, and performance management oversight within your team. As an executive leader, your influence is more horizontal and external, often involving persuasion, negotiation, and building strong relationships with other executives, external stakeholders, and shaping company culture. Difference 3. Leadership style. As a mid-level manager, you are likely to adopt a hands-on, coaching-oriented style that allows you to provide clear direction and support to your team. As an executive leader, you are likely utilizing a visionary and inspirational style that paints a compelling picture of the future with the intention to motivate employees to achieve company-wide goals. Difference 4. Scope of decision-making. As a mid-level manager, your decisions focus on optimizing departmental performance within the framework set by executive leadership. As an executive leader, you make broader, high-impact decisions that affect the entire organization, defining the overall strategy for company-wide initiatives and the allocation of specific resources. To summarize Challenge 2, build your leadership effectiveness expertise by focusing on refining your leadership style. Engage in training programs that emphasize adaptive leadership, stakeholder management, and advanced communication skills. Also, building your executive presence and respectability is key because it is not just about what you say, but how you say it and how you carry yourself in critical conversations. Let us move on to Challenge 3. Complex decision-making. Executives often make complex, high-stakes decisions that require balancing multiple competing interests and assessing various risks. Here are 5 ways for how you can start strengthening this capability. First, think about the scope and time horizon. As a mid-level manager, you deal with complexities within your department, focusing on optimizing current operations and hitting quarterly or annual targets. As an executive leader, you navigate complexities that affect the entire organization and its long-term success, considering industry trends, competitor landscape, and potential future disruptions. Second, think risk tolerance. As a mid-level manager, you may have a lower tolerance for risk, choosing only to prioritize safe, tried and tested methods to get the job done. As an executive leader, you need to be comfortable with taking calculated risks and weighing potential risks against rewards for long-term growth. This means that sometimes you are approving intuitive and untested approaches to advance on opportunities or to solve core problems. Third, think information gathering and analysis. As a mid-level manager, you focus on data that is relevant to your area, often relying only on departmental reports and team feedback. As an executive leader, you draw information from a wider range of sources, including but not limited to internal data, market research, and expert insights. Fourth, think about the decision-making process. As a mid-level manager, your process is often structured, involves established protocols, and seeking approval from your superiors. As an executive leader, you have more autonomy making final decisions and the authority to involve senior teams in brainstorming and discussion as necessary. Fifth, think about communication and implementation. As a mid-level manager, you focus on clear communication and effective implementation within your team. As an executive leader, you communicate decisions to multiple stakeholders, building consensus and securing agreement before implementation. To summarize Challenge 3, build your decision-making expertise. Seek out opportunities to be involved in high-level decision-making processes. Request mentorship from senior leaders on risk management and ethical decision-making. The more you expose yourself to complex scenarios, the better equipped you will be to handle them. From our discussion so far, you can see that mid-level manager roles are the tactical leaders who ensure the smooth running of the engine, while executive leader roles are the strategic architects who chart the course and steer the ship. While transitioning from middle management to executive leadership can be a journey filled with challenges, with the right approach and mindset, it is entirely achievable. Let me leave you with 5 action steps to move you closer to winning an executive role. Action Step 1. Master your current role. Before you can move up, you need to excel where you are. Demonstrate consistent high performance, take on challenging projects, and show that you are a reliable leader. This, my friend, is your foundation. But it is not just about doing your job well, it is also about going above and beyond. What do I mean by this? Volunteer for cross-functional teams, mentor junior colleagues, and continuously seek out ways to add value. This not only highlights your capability, but also your commitment to the organization's success. Action Step 2. Build a strong network. Relationships are key to advancement. Start by building alliances with peers, mentors, and other leaders within your organization. These connections can provide support, advice, and open doors to new opportunities. Besides, when you move into executive positions in your company, some of these people may be reporting to you. You want to garner their trust and respect before moving into executive roles. Action Step 3. Develop executive skills. The skills that got you to middle management won't necessarily get you to the executive suite. Focus on honing strategic thinking, financial acumen, and leadership skills. Seek out professional development opportunities and be proactive in learning. Consider pursuing executive education programs, certifications, or even an MBA if it aligns with your goals. These experiences can provide you with the advanced skills and knowledge that executives and C-suite leaders need to be successful. Action Step 4. Communicate your ambitions. Do not assume that your aspirations are obvious. Have candid conversations with your managers and mentors about your career goals. Express your desire to take on more responsibility and seek feedback on what it will take to get there. Remember, no one will advocate for your career as strongly as you will. Be your own champion. Action Step 5. Demonstrate leadership qualities. This goes beyond managing tasks and teams. It is about inspiring and motivating others, making tough decisions, and driving change. Show that you can think and act like an executive. These are the kinds of initiatives that truly make a difference. And there you have it, 5 action steps to help you with your climb from middle management to the executive suite. By focusing on developing your strategic thinking skills, refining your leadership style, building cross-functional expertise, and enhancing your emotional intelligence, you can prepare yourself for the complexities and demands of executive roles. Remember, it is a journey that requires patience, persistence, and continuous growth. Embrace these challenges as opportunities to develop and position yourself for success in the executive suite. The key to unlocking your executive leadership potential lies in continuous learning and growth. If you found this discussion valuable, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated with our latest episodes. Also, let us know what other leadership topics you would like us to tackle. As always, leave a comment below and let us know your thoughts. What are your tips? What leadership challenges have you faced and how did you overcome them? Let us keep the conversation going. I am Dr. Joan Lawrence-Ross, founder of Uncommon Resilience and your leadership success coach. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, keep leading with passion, purpose, and excellence.